Hi Kim, good evening.
Evening, ma'am.
You reached back?
I reached Chennai, ma'am. I'm not yet reaching
Chennai, we are there in
Kerala.
Chennai. And yeah, yeah. Okay, do you get any message from Biddu ma'am?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, fine. In between, could you please do me a favor? I'll be back within 2 minutes. I'm there, I'm here. I'm just making a tea for me, okay? So just
Yes,
contact
yes,
Bindu ma'am and whether she is joining or not. Just confirm.
yes, ma'am.
What happened?
Ma'am.
Yes. She will
Ma'am,
join?
Bindu ma'am will join after some minutes, say, ma'am. 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, now I am from my mobile. Let me connect it to laptop. Okay. And
Yes,
how
ma'am.
was your journey?
My journey was fine, ma'am. Usually I was scared of flying, but this time the flight was nice. Flight journey was nice. Salam sa adiyana.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I was just looking where were you? I thought it is inside a car first, but now it's a house, your house, right?
Yes, ma'am. I went to my hospital. I'm not feeling well. Yesterday, I
Oh,
don't know. It was fever. There is no symptoms, nothing like that. So immediately it was a fever. Then I was shivering. Then I didn't get the regular doctor. I didn't get today only. Today afternoon they gave 5 o'clock. But when reached at 5, we didn't get. Up to 6 o'clock we were there. We were waiting over there. It was too rush. I think everyone is having fever.
yeah. Some climate shift, actually, climate change, some shift from some turn of climate from one to another. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
So if you wish to rest, you can take rest. Okay.
No, ma'am. I will listen the class.
Okay, fine. So we can start. We will do our prayer first. Okay,
I'll do
please.
prayer, okay, ma'am?
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you, Lord, for the gift of another day. Thank you for our teachers and friends. As we begin this class, we invite you to be with us, guide our minds and bless our efforts, and remain with us until we conclude. Amen.
Thought for the day. If you want to bright like a sun, you have to bend like a sun. APJ Abdul Kalam's words.
Okay, fine. So, actually, we planned for classes next week. I told you, no, I am going for medical examination, my daughter's medical examination. So I'm traveling on Tuesday. So Monday, I told that I will take class extra session for you. But the thing is that in our 10 and 11 batch, they have PG examination in between. That is some 17 and 19. So they need one revision class. So I have only one class left in that week. So that is on Monday. All the revision classes are taking uh, in the evening time. So Monday you don't have class because I have to take classes for them. Let me see if I the hotel where I am staying is having good Wi-Fi network so that I can take classes from them. So I feel like I will do somehow your classes only, not any other batches class, because all other classes means the number of students will be more. So if I couldn't connect the network properly, so it will affect that. So I think for your class it won't affect that much. Okay. Okay, fine. So where were we?
Unit 1, Maria Montessori, her observation, the second paragraph, ma'am. Page 81.
And did you talk with others, and do you get any confirmation about term one examination?
Ma'am, Fiona said she's not she is not able to do any record works, and she may not continue, she said.
Oh, okay, and so she's going to discontinue, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
No problem. And if she need any support, please tell her to contact me. And term one examination means she have enough time for doing all the works. Means 2 or 3 months means whether she can manage.
Earlier she said that the last 1 month she will take leave and she will manage everything. But now I think she find it difficult, maybe.
Okay, okay. So, and one more, like two chongs were there.
Yeah.
One chong was to attend the class from Bangalore, and another chong is with Fiona, right?
Songhui, I don't know about her, but she used to ask me for the term one exam.
Okay, fine. So, anyway, I will contact with Ramsina and I will collect the details about her. And after that, we will do something. And if Fiona could manage somehow, we can do. Okay, anyway, because she was working as a teacher here, and there she's doing BPO job, and she wishes to continue as teacher. That's why maybe she joined here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, please continue. Let me take my notes in between. Yes, please.
Yeah, I will read here, ma'am. Dr. Maria Montessori formally announced that the child must possess within him a predetermined pattern of psychic unfolding, which is not obvious at birth. She referred to them as the spiritual embryo. Montessori was of the view that For the psychic pattern to reveal itself, two conditions must be satisfied. First, the environment to understand or come to terms with the limit of his universe. Second, he needs freedom to disclose himself. If these two conditions are absent, the psychic life of the child will not reach its potentials and his personality will be retarded. Believing that the child has real constructive energy and unrecognized intellectual powers, Montessori emphasized the need to use his energy to generate a new world for humanity. Maria Montessori was requested by a building society to contact a daycare center for some slum children at a place called San Lorenzo. So, on the basis of her findings, Montessori started the school named Casa di Bambini, meaning the House of Children in 1907. There she centered on teaching the students ways to involve their own skills at a pace they set. A principle Montessori called spontaneous self-development or auto-education. This was the first school in the chain of schools she started in Italy. Through experimentation, she defined her methods, which drew the attention of the whole world. She was invited worldwide to demonstrate her method. In the end, this led to the establishment of many Montessori schools in different countries all over the world. Dr. Maria Montessori wrote a number of books on education. The Discovery of Child Education for New World, The Secret of Education, Child Training, The Child's Place and Education, Reconstruction in the Education, The Montessori Method, The Advanced Montessori Method, etc. are some of her works. Ma'am, here she's mentioning the child must possess within him a predetermined pattern of psychic unfolding. You please explain this portion, and she also referred the child as spiritual embryo. This part I didn't understand. Others, it's not difficult. These two, can you please explain?
Okay. We know that the human babies are incapable compared to animal babies. But we all know that humans are have many potential than animals. But these potential will take time to improve. At birth, they couldn't do anything by on them. Like they are very dependent. It's very difficult for them to move their head like that. But animal babies after birth, they will start walking, they will running, they will suck from their mother the milk, and it is difficult for human babies to do all these things. So every living things have some internal instincts, some traits, okay, distinguishing traits. Human babies also have that, but it will take time. That is the mental development of human baby take time. That development will take time. And animal babies, it will happen at the time of birth itself. So Montessori is saying like that the mind is in an embryo state. For this human babies, that means humans, mind is in an embryo state. That is why she called the mind of humans spiritual embryo. Okay, we know that what is meant by embryo. We know that actually every organ get transformed to all the organs developed and the baby came out. Like from his embryo state, all the organs developed and he came out. But the thing is that his mind is in embryo stage itself. That is why Montessori called the mind as spiritual embryo. Okay. So the for expressing reveal all this psychic pattern, that is the mental development, cognitive development, that intellectual socialization, everything need two conditions for developing all these areas. It need two conditions: the environment, whether the child is like grooming. Initially, that environment is home. After 3 years only, it is institution. In between, he is interacting with the society also. So three phases of environment is needed for the development of each kid. So these environment should be prepared as per the development of each kid. Any flaws in environment will affect the development of the child. Okay. Then freedom. He needs freedom. These two are the condition for developing his spiritual embryo, that is his development of his mind. That mental development need two conditions, that is freedom and environment. So it's all intellectual power, constructive power, everything will develop, and he will connect to the universe. And then that like we can see that, like, you people all know that small kids, when they are in school, they are learning many things from school. They are developing their values. They are developing their potentials. Each one has so many capacities. All their capacities and potentials are identified by us, and we are like motivating them. So that type of environment is needed. So they are just connected with the new world for humanity. So that type of environment and freedom should be given to each and every child. That's given in that paragraph. And Kim, thank you so much, that because you corrected that word, psychic unfolding. That physics unfolding is given in that. That is incorrect. So it is psychic unfolding. That means it's mental changes. That mental development changes are connected with all the factors in and around the kid. Okay, so that last three paragraphs, it is I already mentioned in the first class about that Kasadi Babini, right? That is clear, no?
About her classes and her books and everything.
Mm.
That she
The school,
started one. Yes,
mm.
please.
The school she started and the books she wrote.
Yes.
And next, I will continue, ma'am. Discovery at Casa di Bambini. Montessori discovered a world within the child. It is really this discovery which made her famous, not her method. Mental concentration. Maria Montessori found that children as young as 3 years of age were able to concentrate. She had found and was surprised to watch a child about 3 working with knob cylinders, showing extraordinary interest in the material. The child's concentration was so deep that it seemed to have isolated her mentally from the rest of the environment. To taste the severity of this concentration, asked the teacher to take the other children sing aloud round the child. But the child did not ever seem conscious of this disturbance. She continued just as before, mysteriously repeating the same exercise. Then Montessori slowly picked up the armchair on which the child was sitting, with the child in it, and placed her on a table. The child, who had stung onto her precious cylinders during this interruption, at once went on her task as if nothing had happened. With her scientific habit of measuring, Maria Montessori observed and counted the number of times the child repeated the exercise. It was 42 times, and yet the child looked pleased and rested after the child did the exercise. The automatic walk of the child was later to become one of the fundamental principles of her method.
whether I introduced one book to you, The Discoveries of Child by Montessori. I showed it.
Discovery of Child.
This one. This is one of the work of Dr. Maria Montessori. In this book, it is clearly explained about all the things which she observed when a child is doing any other activities using the materials, and her all the observations are given in this book. And at the same time, she traveled all over the world for just spreading this method. Okay, so all that things are also given in that when she came to India, that and pictures are also there. This is in Bombay that time, some place in Mumbai, that is Adayar or something. Children are doing some activities using the materials, and all that pictures are given. So I think this is a good reference for you. If you people are continuing in this area, then it is a good reference for you. All the observation about all the materials are given in that. And one more work, and her first work is, I think, Absorbent Mind. One book is there, Absorbent Mind. I have two books, but it's difficult for me to search the second one. I only got this from my collection. It may be somewhere here. That time its rate, it is given as 325. It is printed here. I got this book from Amazon. That time I got it for some offer or something like that, so it was less than that from the printed rate. It's 325 given in this book, but it was less that time. I don't remember
Jisha ma'am,
which I
Jisha ma'am,
got. Yes.
will you please repeat that name, Discovery of the Child by Montessori? First one.
This one, then Absorbent Mind. One more work is there.
Absorbent Mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and if you search, you can see the work of Maria Montessori also. The Montessori method, I think one book is there. Then The Discovery of the Child. Absorbent Mind is there, I think so. And then Advanced Montessori method, volume 1, like that, volume 2, like that is there. Then Secret of Childhood. So many things are there. You can see, you can collect that names from Wikipedia. There is there. If you type Dr. Maria Montessori, you will get all the details. Okay, fine. So what Montessori was doing, like when she's always observing the child. From her observation, she's just analyzing all the things, and she has written all her observation about that kid, about each and every kid. And she is instructing every facilitator that we have to observe the kids, then only we can identify their potential, and how we can support them in the future or in the coming days. So don't merely do everything for them. Let them do the things by on. Okay, so that is she's always telling. And here one incident she just mentioned, right? What was that?
Yes,
It was
yes.
connected concentration. Yeah, yes, the concentration and power of attention
Mm.
of child. Kim, please.
She was testing how concentrate the child was, how deep the concentration was. 2 points she wrote here. The first one is they asked some children, other children, to sing loud around the child who is doing the knob cylinder work, and the child was not affected. The child was not getting any disturbance. She continued on her work. And the second is she asked the teacher to pick up the armchair on which the child was sitting and then put the child on the table, and then the child was not even bothered, disturbed. She still do her work. She was still doing her tasks as if nothing had happened. So she is testing how concentrated the child when they are doing their work.
That is the power of attention and concentration of child. We were easily distracted, right? We couldn't concentrate on anything. Okay. We were easily distracted. But the memory of children are very sharp. If they are interested with anything, their concentration level will be high. So if they are interested, they will do that work. And she just take that child, but the child didn't know about that what is happening in and around him and what is happening to him. That's also he is not aware about that. He is still continuing that process what he was doing with that knobbed cylinder. Okay, so that is Montessori's observation is that like that. So that observation, first one, it was about concentration, that mental concentration. So we have so many things. After that, please continue.
Yes, love of repetition. The second revelation made by children through their automatic work was the need to repeat the same thing again and again. It is through repetition that real development occurs afterwards. In The Secret of Childhood, Maria Montessori wrote about how she taught the children to wash their hands and observed the children would go on to wash even after they were clean. Children love to do repeating the thing. There is one experience, ma'am. My
Yes,
niece,
please.
my niece during meal time, when they have food, she didn't finish her food. But when someone just stop eating and wash their hand and wipe their hands on towel, she also will get up and then wash her hands and wipe her hands on the towel. They love repeating what others are doing.
And in one one incident, Maria Montessori also mentioned that the child love to wash their hands. So it is very tough sometimes if we need to uh, make them follow some habits. So it is very tough. If we make that habit more interesting, they will definitely follow that habit, right? So that hand washing techniques, there is some steps like some if we are giving that actions in a rhythmic way, they will be very happy to imitate us. Okay, so that is so they like to repeat the activity in which they are very interested. Okay. So we can make each and everything in an interesting way so that they can follow. So they will definitely follow. Okay, fine. Next.
Yes, next is love of order. This characteristics of children was detected by chance. In early Montessori class, the teacher dispensed the material at the beginning and collected it back at the end of the class. However, Maria Montessori informed that children were following the teacher and observing her placing the materials on the shelves. They even made her understand that the children need to place the materials back on their own. Their observations become one of the many pillars of the prepared environment. Yeah, this one, children love putting the things back. And even here, even the pre-KG kids, after they sleep, after their nap time is over, their aunties will take out all the mats and the bed sheets where they were sleeping and put them back on the shelf. Even the weak child, they like to help the aunties to carry the mats and the bed sheets. They will carry their beds and they will love to keep them back on the shelf.
So I just shared one incident about that. How in Montessori environment all the shelves become open shelf and child sized, and kids have that freedom to choose their interested activity. I shared that incident, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Already you.
That incidents make like that choice, and how they can select by their own, and they love to the children will be having some systematic order. For an adult, order will be something else, but for children the order will be something else. We know that in our there is one or two kids in our home. We Most of the time the mothers, whoever it is, the adult, whoever the adult, they will search for something, and they kept that thing in some certain place. But if it is not there, they will search all over the world, or like all over in that house. The kid will take that item from somewhere else. For them it should be, for their order is, it should be in some other place, and for adult it is in another place. So that is some difference is there. So we know that if he haven't find anything, that means definitely kid will be keeping that material in somewhere else. Okay. So for them, the order is something else. Yes, please.
Just like art period, uh, art books and crayons are keeping in one shelf. That period itself, the leaders, that some four children will be there. They will come and take all the books and give to everyone, each and everyone on their place. Only four will be there, but they will keep all the things in order. Even the crayons they will give, and not only that, we have the medical record cards. That cards, so if anyone is feeling not feeling well, immediately the class monitor will go and take that bundle, and from there the child's name they will pick, and that is a systematically they are seeing what the teachers are doing. Automatically they are, I'm talking about the first standard students. Now they are going to their academic year is go ending, so they are prepared for like that.
So next, please continue.
Freedom of choice. Again, this discovery happened so unexpectedly. The teacher of the school had forgotten to lock the cells before going home, arriving late the next morning. She found the children had already started to work on the materials. The children was upset. Montessori, however, saw deeper motives of these children. They were in a position to be able to select materials in preference to others. This event became a milestone in the Montessori method, free choice of activity. It is interesting to note that it was a discovery which came first and a method followed after. This also explains origin.
That was about that incident. Madam Candida, one lady was there called Candida. She was the assistant of co-facilitator of Dr. Maria Montessori. One day she became late. When she came to the classroom, means that environment, she saw that all the kids were taking the materials by their own and they are doing the activity. She felt very angry and she said that the kids steal, they steal like that. But Dr. Montessori said that it is good because uh, they choose the material in which they are interested. So freedom of choice, that just developed with that instance. So after that, there is no closed shelf, there is no long shelf, and every shelf kept as child sized. So it was very easy for each and every kid to take the materials from that shelf, and they do their activities, and then their power of attention, concentration, and everything developed very greatly. So if we give them one material and tell them to do, that means it was our choice, right? Not their choice. If the choice is theirs, then the result will be more magnificent. Okay. So yes, please.
Next is love of work. Dr. Montessori found that children prefer work to play. This astonishing revelation came about when Dr. Montessori placed expensive toys, which were given by her friends, in a room with the children. To her surprise, the children did not select any of the toys, they preferred to work with the materials.
So that's also we can see in our home also. If we buy any expensive toys or any attractive toys, the kids will just do the activity in 1 or 2 times. But when they are doing the activities with Montessori materials, means they love to repeat. That means that love with that materials, then bonding happens very easily.
Ma'am, just because of that material is made like that very soft and they can handle very softly. That is why the children like to do that repeatedly. They correct.
Yes. Today there was one practical session, that is in your that normal batch, no, 13 students, for 13 students, one practical session was there, and in 13 and 12, some of the students from 12 batch also joined. Some of the students came with family, so there were kids like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, that type of kids. They were very interested to do that thing. And in our office also, there was one kid of our staff, like our teacher. So that she also joined with that kids. Okay, so they were doing that activity. So I just told it, said to them, that said to our trainees that we all are doing all the activities in an adult's point of view. If you want to see that in a child's point of view, just try to try to bring out your inner child, or else just make them to do and just observe. So everybody was doing like that. They will make the kid to do all the activities and they are observing. So it was very clear for them how a child is doing all the things with their, like, with their feelings, like they are very interested to do all the things.
I
Okay, so
watched, I watched, ma'am. I watched, and one boy was continuously telling in that video, I did it, I got it, like that. He was very happily, he was saying. I watched it.
okay, so
Next, ma'am.
yes, please.
No need for reward and punishment. A boy was rewarded with a medal by an untrained teacher for a good behavior. A few moments later, Montessori observed the boy taking off his medal. This struck Montessori, realizing that children saw no need for reward and punishment, which intervened with the child's choice of activity. But here, ma'am, when we give a little reward like stickers, they like it very much.
that medal and certificate they
Yeah.
don't, because
Medal, they
yeah,
didn't need. It is too big for them.
yes, I
High for
observed
them.
in my son when he was in small classes. No, that time he will get a certificate and medal for the scholarships. When he
Mm.
came back from school, he will give it to me, and he don't show any interest on that.
Yeah.
If I said no, if they get any star or very
Yeah.
good
Yes.
from
Yes,
the
yes.
teacher means
Just
they are very
star
proud.
on your palm or at the in your hand, it's enough for them. No need expensive gift, no need expensive rewards for them.
Yeah, yes. That medal will make him more discomfort. Like it is when he is putting that medal on her neck, that will make her more discomfort, and definitely he will just to go from that. Okay, fine. So there is no need of reward and punishment. Punishment make them more like they will do all the activities in a fear. So no need
Yes.
for punishment.
Next is lover of silence. Dr. Montessori recounted an event where she brought a 4-month-old baby girl into her classroom. Maria Montessori was not surprised that the little girl was so still and quiet and wanted to share this feeling with the children in the class. She told the class in a joking manner, "None of you could do so well." Maria was taken aback that her children were able to keep silent. She went further to say how soft her breath is. None of you could breathe silently as she. These children took Maria to task. At that moment, holding their breaths, there was an impressive silence. It was therefore a real revelation that Montessori discovered that deep down in the souls, children have a great love for silence. Today, the silent game has been a part of Montessori classroom.
Actually, what is happening in an ordinary classroom, that is in traditional method, what is happening for making the kids to become silent, what the teacher is doing?
One, two, three. Keep silent. Not silent.
By commanding or ordering, they are making the kids silence, like in ordinary classroom. But in Montessori, Maria Montessori make the kids in silent into a game. One day she observed that she took one small kid who was sleeping, and she take that kid to the classroom, and she lay down that kid in a comfort position. The kid was sleeping, and that time other kids, they watch the kid who is sleeping, and they become very silent. Just silent, they didn't make any noise. So when this kid wake awake, that time the kids become like they will also like start talking each other, like. So when I was sharing this incident, one of the trainee from our one batch, I think first batch or third batch, something like that. So she shared one thing. She told us that she went for teaching practice in a school, but her small kid was 3 years old. It was very difficult for her to keep that kid in home. There was nobody in home to take care of him. He took this kid with her, and he used to play with other kids in that classroom. And when after lunch, he started like a small kid, no, so it is a sleeping time. So he will sleep that time. In small classes also, the we are providing rest time for these kids. Okay, that time the small kid, he went to sleep. So in that time, other kids, uh, until that time when he was awake, that time they were making noises. But when he started sleeping, all the kids will become silent. Some of them go with him, and they also went to sleep, and others were just like a pin drop silence was there. After some time, the kid when the kid awake, no, that day they started talking each other. So that is it. they will observe what is happening in and around them. So they love the silence. And I just want to share one more thing. Montessori concept of silence that is in my text differs from that of ordinary schools. In ordinary school, it is always taught that silence is to be obtained by command, ordering. Silence means stoppage of noise. That is in ordinary school. Stoppage of noise, action or reaction, disorder, and confusion. Okay.
Next one, ma'am.
No, no. Let me share one more thing. Here, so many things are given. So, Maria Montessori just sit in a one day. She sat in a position and become so silent and motionless without moving fingers, and she is not producing any noise, and breathe also so softly. Okay, so we always saying that no pin drop silence, so that our breath that can be heard, right, like that. Everything must be absolutely silent, but if this is not easy. Then she invited one child and asked the child to show show what she had done. Tell the kid to just act like her. So that child just start acting like her. So it is that that is how she make them silent. So every kid was interested to do that. I will act like that. I will act more precisely like the other, like that. They all started imitating Maria Montessori. That is, so they loved silence. They considered that as a silence game. They thought that it's a game. So acting like Maria Montessori means it's a game, and she is also she triggered them. You can't do like that. So that make them more interested to do that.
Provoking, no provoking.
It is the positive provoking. Okay. So they made that silence more perfect. By repeating, it became more perfect. Escape, please. Continue.
Okay. Writing and reading. Maria Montessori did not have any intention to teach children to write so young, but the young children came to her and asked her to teach them to read and write. When parents also started to implore her to do so, Montessori had to agree. She and her assistant made some letters formed out of cardboard and sandpaper so that children could trace these letters. According to Marie Montessori's opinion, depends upon mind and hand. Writing should lucidly flow as a natural outcome of movement. Maria Montessori understood this when one December she told a child to draw a picture of chimney. The child took a chalk and obediently did his work. The child instantly cried out, I can write, I can write. It was the first time he had ever written. Montessori found that writing came before reading. Maria Montessori wrote on a blackboard, if you love me, give me a kiss. If you can read too, come to me. Children were reading this sentence for their own happiness. It was only on the fourth day that a little child approved of Montessori and gave her a kiss.
Now only I understood why the sandpaper and the cardboards came. How she fond of this all these things.
Cardboard before last year I already made before joining this one. I already made and make the children to trace them.
Yes, very good. Actually, she don't like to do anything by she don't like to force any kid. But we know that in our school also, if we are not giving any homework to the kid, the parents will always please give him some homework, give him some work, so homework. He won't do anything in home, so give him some homework like that. That parents also started to ask her, like, please make them to read or write anything, and kids also demanded that. That's why they design. So every material, there is in every material, behind every material there is a story, how it made. Okay, there is a story. Okay, and that's why the environment is modifying each and every time according to the children. The environment is modifying and material also modifying.
Jisha
So
ma'am,
For
yes,
pre-KG, we are not allowed to write the textbook, but parents used to insist them because in their textbook itself there is number one tracing, letter tracing. So if their books are empty and nothing is being traced, then parents thought that we don't do any work. So we used to request the coordinator and then we hold their hands and make them trace. Finger tracing is done, and after that, with crayons we are tracing.
yes, Vinod.
Jisha ma'am, can I read some? She is
Yeah, yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Read the next one.
spontaneous self-discipline. The children that came to Casa di Bambini were children from the streets. Nobody could them and they were hot and cared for. Their parents were working and the aim was to keep their children off the streets. But after some weeks, the children got used to this new mode of life. They helped and gave each other moral support. They were independent and could make their own decisions. They worked harmoniously in groups. After starting their class, they were very happy and the environment also changed. Montessori's works afterwards. Montessori opinioned that opined opined that education is not something which the teacher does, but that it is a natural process which evolves spontaneously in the human being. It is not acquired by listening to words, but by virtue of experiences in which the child acts on his environment. The teacher's task is not to talk, but to prepare and arrange a series of motifs for cultural activity in a special environment made for the child. At Casa di Bambini, the prepared environment gave the children what their home lacked. Montessori had great respect for her pupils and was continuously learning from them. She so sorry they were free to explore their new environment and to pick and choose those things which they wanted to work with, thus fostering independence. She made many of her own materials and was continuously experimenting, modifying and adapting things as the need arose. The work at San Lorenzo with the slum kid made the method of Montessori very famous among parents and led to the establishment of the first training course in 1909. Seeing the pupil's interest in her philosophy and her education gathered momentum, she decided to set aside the rest of her life to spread the word of the Montessori method. Spread the world. It is world, yeah, word
It's world.
of the Montessori method through lectures and teachers training courses around the world. As a result, private schools started being established in Europe and the US. Many countries formally adopted the method in their school systems, and Montessori societies came into being throughout the world. The first international teacher training class was held in 1913. Also by 1913, the interest in her method was at the pinnacle that were about 100 Montessori schools in the US. Dr. Montessori was invited by the White House and made a speech to a full capacity crowd at Carnegie Hall in 1915. She demonstrated in the classroom by 1916. Interest in the method decreased owing to differing educational philosophies in the US and the inability to accept changes. In 1918, Dr. Montessori left the US between 1914 and 1935. The Montessori method progressed in Europe, Spain, Australia, and Holland. She enjoyed support from Queen Margherita of Italy, Sigmund and Anna Frequent, Gandhi.
Sigmund Freud, and Anna
Freud.
Freud, his daughter. Sigmund Freud's daughter is Anna Freud.
Okay, Anna Freud Gandhi, uh, Piaget, and later Mussolini. She established the association Montessori International, that means AMT, in South Africa in 1929. We need support, your support.
It is not South Africa, it is given South America. Actually, AMI, that is Association Montessori International, was established in Denmark. It is founded in Denmark. It is founded on August 1929, and the place is Denmark. It is given as South America. Denmark is not in South America, right? It is another country. It's a Norwegian country, I think. So it is in Denmark. Just change that South America to Denmark. Association Montessori actually she's from Italy, no? So it is international. NALE. AMI, that I, international. NALE. Okay, so all our education, this course, no, that is a Montessori method is an AMI course. It is based on AMI. It's a leading world authority in Montessori education and child development studies.
Can I continue, ma'am?
Yeah, yes, please. And you said you need support from which course?
After this, after completing this,
Yeah, yes, please.
Hitler and Mussolini were also attracted to the Montessori method. But by 1934, Mussolini became president of the Montessori Society of Italy, and a clash of opinion developed between Dr. Montessori and Mussolini's leaders. By 1935, the method was banned in Germany by Nazi police, and by 1936, the schools in Italy had also closed. It was in 1939 that Montessori came to India to set up a training center and began a course. She spent the war years interned in India as an Italian national. She wrote several books in which the central elements were the care of infants and formulating an educational system which would ensure peace through moral reform. Her talks in India were compiled into many books and published under her name. In 1947, she was invited back to Italy to restart the movement. That year, she made her last visit to India also. In 1949, the 8th International Montessori Congress was held in Italy. Afterwards, many honors were to be bestowed upon her. She lived to see her educational methods being accepted all around the world. She was nominated for the Nobel Prize 3 times and was a delegate to the UNESCO conference in Florence, Italy 1950. She attended the Ninth International Montessori Congress in London in 1951. a training course in Australia, and lectures in Rome. She died of a cerebral hemorrhage in May 6, 1952, at the age of 82. Her son, Mario, and his children carried on the legacy of her work. Her home at Amsterdam was maintained as a memorial to her dedicated work and was run by her son.
So that's about her. Just simply, just in a nutshell, all the things are given. So what she's done after starting this Casa de Pampri, how she prepared that environment, and how she given training for teachers for that what she had done, like AMI started, and she faced many challenges in her native, that is Mussolini. She was There was some challenges because this Mussolini and
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes, please.
Yeah, that Mussolini's opinion and her opinion. What opinion was being said here?
What I didn't understand.
Here, the class of opinion developed between Montessori and Mussolini's leader.
Yeah,
What
yes.
happened in here?
Actually, you know that these Mussolini and Hitler both are autocratic rulers. Their aim is to overcome against them. They will kill them without without kindness. They will just finish them. Okay, so they want to rule all over the world. They just want to become more. They are just improving, like improving their power by finishing uh, all the simple men, that is all the human beings. So
Oh,
what Montessori's concept was, she just wished to make a world which is like full of peace, love, harmony, brotherhood, and everything. She just want to spread the message like no war will help us. We just have to love each other. We just have to be kind to each other. We just have to support everyone. Like that. Her message was like that. So maybe that is a clash between them. So whatever it be, in education side, first they may be thought that we have to make some things like education like this, but when they just when they are close to this education method, definitely they may have that thought that this won't help us, because they just want to rule all over the world. So this won't help us. That may be because of this clash, because Montessori was against war and fight and violence. She was against violence. So similarly, Gandhiji also was against violence. No, so she came back to India that time. That time it is banned in Italy, and some of the schools were closed. And so she that time she visited India. So in India, she met with Gandhiji, and Gandhiji's way of thought thinking was just like Montessori's. So they merged. Okay, so in India, she was there for some long time. So in that time, she had done many works, and her works are written in some of the people in India collected her all the works, and they translated to English or whatever it be. She just maybe wrote all the things in Italian language, and her observations and work were just like make it. They all we make all that work in a readable form and are published in her name also. And she she was an unmarried woman when she was, I think, when she was studying or when she was working, she got attracted to one person, and they were in love. So their son is Mario Montessori. In European countries, it's common in that time, no? So Mario and his children just carried on the legacy of her work. Maria Montessori also died now, and her home, that is maintained as a memorial. which is in Amsterdam. So if you will get any chance to visit Amsterdam, you can easily you can go there and you can visit that place, because all her works and all the materials and everything will be uh, everything is kept uh, everything kept there, so we can just we know the method, so we know her very well, so we can know her more well after visiting all this as well. I don't know whether we could visit Amsterdam or not. Anyway, if you have that, if you are comfort, then you can buy that book, Discovery of Dr. Montessori. And then she had done all the works, I think, in Italian language, but it is converted to English so that we can easily understand. Okay, fine. So these all are in this chapter, but I think if you get any book which has Maria Montessori's life history, then it is very easy for us to, because in this is also only a capsule form our this thing. So just collect more details about Maria Montessori and her son Mario Montessori, and how he carried out all these her works, so that it became world popular. Now also it is very popular. It is not outdated. It became more popular. We can see that many of the method in whether it is technical, whether it is anything in any area, many of the methods became outdated, but Montessori method become very popular. It's not outdated. It happened, it started in 19th century, still it is very popular, and it is widely using in many education system. Okay, and it is used by many person individually also. If anybody know about this method, they will start caring their children as per the as per this method. And in many of our trainees, they shared they are taking tuitions for children. We know that children don't like to come to tuitions, right? Because they are coming to another class after their school hours. They don't have any interest. It is due to the pressure of parents they are coming for the tuition. For the outcome should be, the parents are demanding, like, we need more marks for the examination. So the tuition teacher is also focusing on that. She is also training that kids for getting more marks. But some of our trainees who those who are taking tuitions, no, they change the way of tuitions. Now they are sharing the feedback, like, kids are now very interested to come for the tuition classes. They are very interested, and parents are also very happy. As per their concern, the kids are appearing exams with more confident. They don't have any fear. They don't have any fear for failure. So they are attending the exams, each and every exams, in a confident way, and they are getting scores as per their work, as per their hard work also. And they love to come for the tuition classes. And the teacher also saying that I changed a lot. I changed a lot, and I changed the way of teaching. They started activities in tuition classes also. They just introduced our materials to the kids also. So the kids were very happy. They just want to sit more time than their tuition time. Before, they just looking at the clock, is it the time, is it the time, that they are looking for the time. Now they are not caring about the time. They just want to sit more time. That's the difference of this method. So everybody is just applying this method in their life. Today, one of the trainee from 13 batch, Nasira, she came from Calicut, Kozhikode. She told me, like, initially I just want one certificate. That's why I came for this course. Before that, she came to Smart Street. She inquired many other institutions, and the fees was very high. That was the one issue she was facing, and she thought that somehow she will get one certificate. Whether the fees is less or not, she will get a certificate. So when she started attending the class, she said that, ma'am, I changed a lot. My family, the climate of her family changed. She and her husband and the kids, they all together make like all together sitting in a circle, and they started making all the materials. So the climate of their house, it changes a lot. So that's also the thing. Anyway, let us hope that all our home becomes sweet through this method, harmonious. Okay, do you have time for that second unit? Because that second unit have only one sheet. Comparison between Montessori method and traditional method. Kim, do you have time? You have any outing program this time?
Here I just go out to meet some friends. I will come back, ma'am. We can continue.
We can continue the second unit or
Yes,
on.
we can continue.
I think
I just,
10 minutes. We only. I think before 8:30 we can wind up.
yes, yes.
Okay, please.
I just went out to see some friends here. I will come back, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah, we can continue, ma'am.
okay, please.
So, can I read, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Unit 2, the Montessori method versus
Okay, one
traditional
minute.
method.
1 minute, Bindu ma'am. You can see that in first page, Montessori education, there is 25 points, and corresponding to that, another 25 points for traditional. So you can just compare these two. You can read that first point of Montessori education, then the first point of traditional, and we can compare. Like that, we will do.
I will do like that. Okay, the Montessori method versus traditional method. Instead of educational theories, Montessori adopted a scientific approach to observe children. This results in her method, which aims to develop the whole personality of the by cat, catalyzing the natural growth and development of them through intellectual activities. Montessori educations and traditional education. First one, 3 years span, all one age. Second one is ungraded, graded. Third one is children learn by handling objects and teaching themselves. Teachers lectures, teacher lectures.
Okay, Bindua, you need to clarify these points. In Montessori education, 3 years span. 3 years span means age 3 to 6. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. That 3 years span is there. And in traditional method, all the kids who are it is in LKG, they have same age, maybe 4.5 years, or something like that. All one age. And in Montessori education, ungraded, there is no grade, no rank, no marks, nothing. But in traditional method, there is grade. A1, B1, like that, A2, like that. Okay, third one, uh, children handling the objects and they are learning by themselves. In traditional, what is happening? Teacher is giving lectures, providing classes. Okay, please continue. Like that, if you can expand, you can expand. Please.
Okay. Multisensory, fourth one is multisensory materials to develop. In Montessori education, it is providing the multi-sensory materials. The all sensory organs will develop when they are doing this. And in the traditional method, play materials for non-specific skills. Play materials will be there, but it is not a skill according to their skills. Then fifth one is materials used for specific purpose with the sequence of steps. The materials which is providing by Montessori, it is specific purpose is there to for what they are doing. Materials used in many ways without previous instruction. In traditional way, in traditional education, materials are using in many ways. So many ways it is using, but without previous instructions won't be there. Before that, they are not getting any instruction. Okay, then the sixth one, self-education through self-correcting materials. In Montessori education, self-education they are getting through self-correcting materials. When they are doing the materials, if any correction is there, they are doing themselves. Sixth, use of reward and punishment as motivation. If they are doing something, they are getting reward. If they are getting punishment also, if they are doing uh, some wrong things. Child centered learning. In Montessori, the child centered to learning. What is the purpose? Learning. Here, teacher centered. Here, there is no teacher only concentrating all these things, and she is delivering the words to the child.
Okay, that means in Montessori method, the dominant person is child. In traditional method, the dominant person is teacher. She is standing on a platform. She is giving the lecture,
Yes.
and everybody has to focus on her. But in Montessori method, child is the king. Okay, please.
If child chooses materials for their wish in Montessori method, the child is choosing their material. What is his wish? That material he is using. Here in a traditional method, teacher sets curriculum. Correct for the that system, teacher is using the setting the curriculum. Ninth, child sets own pace. Child is setting his own pace. Then here, teacher sets pace. Teacher only setting the pace. Then the 10th one is child free to discover on his own. In the Montessori education, child free to discover. He can observe, he can discover what is the thing is there. Here, teacher guides child. In traditional method, teacher is guiding the child to what he has to discover. Okay. 11. Child complete cycle of activity and few interruptions. The child in Montessori method, child completes cycle of activity. That activity he will complete and few interruptions will be there maybe. That here in traditional frequent interruptions, continuously interruptions will be there. When the child in the Montessori education, the child is using all these things means he can understand where he did the mistake. So there he will correct. Here teacher is giving the instruction and most of them frequent interruptions will be there. Then self-correcting materials. In Montessori education, the child is self-correcting materials they are doing when they are doing, and the teacher corrects errors. When the traditional method, the teacher is correcting. If some child is doing something error means that that child is not doing himself, so he cannot understand what he did in a correct way. So the teacher is correcting. And 13th one is freedom to move and work within classroom. Yes, inside the classroom, that freedom they are having in Montessori education, the children can move and work within inside the classroom. But in the traditional way, assigned seats and specific class periods. In yes, traditional way, assigned all the roll number one in the first line, second line, like that. The assigned seats and the specific class periods will be there. 14th one is individual learning. Those who have Montessori education, they can learn themselves individually. They can learn. Here, group learning. In the traditional method, it is group learning. 15th one is emphasize on concrete. Emphasize on concrete. Here is emphasize on abstract. There I need your help.
The kids don't know any assumptions. If we say like long, large, small, big, heavy. They couldn't understand abstract ideas. But we are providing materials. They
They
can, if they handle that material, they will understand the weight, they will understand the length, they will understand which one is small, which one is large. They are learning everything through senses, right? So
yes.
here it is. They are just here. It is emphasizing on concrete things. What all things we can touch and feel, tangible items, touch and feel. That is emphasize on concrete things. And in traditional method, traditional classroom, we are not providing that type of materials. Everything the teacher will be saying, like just assume or imagine that big rock is there. So how a small kid will imagine? That is it.
16th one is reality oriented. Reality oriented. And here is much role playing and fantasy. Yes. In Montessori method, it is a reality. Everything is reality oriented. And here it is role playing and fantasy. It's imaginary. 17. Specific places for materials, sense of order. In Montessori, that materials, when we are touching, when we are seeing, we can understand that it is specific places for materials, for every materials, and the sense of order also there. And here, random. Is it random? Ransom it is written, ma'am.
It is random.
Random placement, not necessary to specific place.
All
Yes.
the materials are keeping here and there, no such order. That's
18th one is recognition of sensitive period. Here it is all children treated alike. 19 is emphasizes or more cognitive learning. Here it is emphasis on social development in a traditional method. In the Montessori education, quite by choice and out of regard for others. Quite by choice. Others also they are regarding about others also. Here is quite enforced. In traditional, it is
that
quite
is
enforced.
compelling. The teacher is compelling many things for the kids to do. But in here, they are getting the freedom to choose. Yes.
Okay. 21. In Montessori education, environment provides discipline. In the environment only provides discipline, just like Maria Montessori told to breathe, just like slowly breathe, and we are looking that child and how she is breathing when she is sleeping, like that. That quite by choice and out of regard for others. Sorry, environment provides discipline. 21. Teacher provides discipline. They have in traditional, teachers are compelling the child or children to discipline, maintain the discipline.
Yes, in Montessori method, the environment makes the children to become disciplined. That is, spontaneous self-discipline is happening.
Yes.
In traditional method, teacher is maybe teacher is yelling, teacher is scolding them, and teacher is commanding or ordering something and making them forcefully to become disciplined or become silent. Okay, Ben, please continue.
22. Motivated by self-development. Yes. Self-develop. They are motivated by self-development. Here, teacher is motivating. Teacher motivated. And the 23. In Montessori education, teacher is observer and director. That the children are doing, the teacher is observing and directing. And here, teacher is focal point and dominant influence. In the traditional method, the teacher is the focal point and the dominant influence. She is the one who is giving the all the things. 24th one is, in Montessori education, work for joy of working and sense of discovery. If they are doing something, that work for joy, happiness, for happiness they are doing. Working and sense of discovery, to find out the things. That is, that sense of discovery also they are doing. And here, work in traditional, work because they are told to. Yes, they are working because they are getting the command. That is why they are doing, the children. Then the 25th one is, in Montessori education, encouraged to help one another. Here it is a very main point. They are helping one another. That is, encouragement is giving by those who are there to direct them to help one another. In this traditional, seek help from teacher. They have to come and to help to get the children has to come and take the help from the teacher.
Most of the children won't have that confidence to support others, and at the same time also some teachers will giving commands like, don't ask others, come to me, like that type of commanding is there. Okay, fine. So we just completed unit 1 and 2 in our part 3. So I think next class we can take unit 3. If you people get time, please go through that. And one more thing, and please let me know the date of your term 1 examination also. You are mute.
According to our convenient, you are doing, ma'am?
Yes, yes. The date and time also.
Next, 26th is there. That day it is possible.
26th. If the office is working, we can do. Let me ask. Okay. Office,
Otherwise,
office
otherwise
is holiday, it is not possible.
it's okay, no problem. That is, you just tell us, ma'am. That day we will do.
Or
Okay.
we can do something like that. Our class is on every Saturday. That is fixed, no? We
Yes,
can
ma'am.
do half an hour is enough for writing the exam. So if we start the class at 7 o'clock, you can write the exam. After that, we can start our class, so that I will be there as invigilator. So there is no need for any technical support. They just they just open the class and they can leave, no? And if recording is not needed, so I will tell them to keep recording off, and after the exam is over, I will call them and make them to on the record. So we will do like
Okay.
not next Saturday, your convenience Saturday.
In
Next
this
or
month of January itself, no, ma'am?
January or February, it's up to you, because we already completed 2 chapters in part 3. The exam, term 1 examination is supposed to be done after completing part 1 and part 2.
Okay. Okay, no problem, ma'am.
So
So we
at the earliest,
we can do, ma'am. Ma'am is there.
I don't know. Kim, we just finished the second unit. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm listening, ma'am.
Okay. And we just plan like we will do the exam in one of our class itself after completing the exam, because I think it is half an hour is needed for exam, but you will provide 1 hour. If you people completed some limited time, you can start the class after that, so that I think it will be convenient for you too. attend the exam in any of the classes. So please let me know which days, which means which probably we are having our classes every Saturday. So I think Saturday will be better for your exams also.
Coming
Okay,
Saturday, ma'am?
not coming Saturday. That Saturday you can choose.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Let me
because
go there to
you have,
Kerala and settle there,
yeah,
and
you
then
have to settle.
yeah.
Okay, that I know. But I think you can do the exam in one of our class, and after completing exam, we can continue with our class. So there
Mm,
is no need of extra day and extra time, no.
yeah.
So as per the time you are taking for the exam, we will schedule your class times.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. So I
Okay,
will let
ma'am.
which days, if I am comfortable in the coming week, I will let you know which day you will be having that class. If I, because I am out of station, if I get strong Wi-Fi in any of the places and I can take classes comfortably, so that
Mm.
we can do. And Kim, when you are coming to Kerala?
This Monday evening, I'll come and reach there Tuesday
Okay,
morning.
okay,
I'm
fine.
going by train, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You're coming alone or
I'll
whether
come alone. I'll come alone. That's why I don't want to go by flight.
okay, fine. Okay then. Okay, bye. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
For your the precious time to give us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.